YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this gun trips mini scheme in Madden 24. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So the playbook I'm in is the Bucs offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Bucs offensive playbook. Now, if you like this video, it would truly mean a lot to me if you did drop a like on it. But also, I am doing ebooks as well, so if you're curious about any ebooks, make sure you go on my website, allthingsmadden.com. The link to that is in the description. And also, if you want me to make you a personal formation, like if you like this gun trips and you don't see it on the website, then all you need to do is request the ebook. And to do that, you go over, you should go to the website and you'll see it. It's a tab that says, request the ebook, and just request it, and then I'll make it and put it into your account. So that's just kind of how the process works. So without further ado, man, let's go on and get into this. So things to think about with this formation is we actually have 4 receivers out there in the standard package. So if you want the ability to audible to other formations inside of this Bucs offense, you want to make sure that you actually go in and sub in a tight end, but you necessarily don't need it. But we got 4 receivers out here. Now I'm gonna leave the personnel how it is for now. Now I would probably just, if I was running this online, I would take him out and put in Estridge, just me in particular. Estridge just has a little bit more speed, so I just prefer the speed in there. But you definitely don't have to. You can do exactly how you want to. But anyways, the play that we're going to talk about is I actually want to throw this RPO read in here real quick. I want you to be able to see that. But we're going to talk about 4 verticals. We're going to talk about stick for a little bit. And we're also lastly going to talk about the play that I'm most excited about, which is going to be this where is it at? This fade stops right here, which will bomb every single coverage, which you guys are going to see. Now, the only thing it doesn't bomb too great is match, but we basically can bomb almost every normal coverage. And match coverage, we're going to have this nice little concept that we're going to be able to hit for a good dot. And also, I'm going to make this video extremely quick. I'm going to try to. I know I say it every video, but I'm going to start trying to hold myself accountable to it. So let's just go ahead and get started with this. So I'm going to come out and cover 3, and then we'll go and audible to the different defenses I want to show you. So we're going to start off just versus your standard cover 3. And if they come out and cover 3, they're literally going to be giving up a 1-play touchdown right out the gate with this one setup. So all we want to do, we want to take square. We want to put him on a comeback. And lastly, before I go into further in the setups, you want to make sure your 3 receivers are to the wide side of the field. So make sure your 3 receivers are to the wide side. So you want to start off by putting square on the comeback. You want to take X. You want to smart route his route. And to do that, you press triangle X, and then we're going to hit R1 to smart route. So this is what it looks like smart routed, and this is what it looks like normal. So you notice the difference, and we want to be able to take advantage of that smart routed route. So lastly, you want to take circle, put them on the in route. And one last adjustment, which is optional, you can either put the running back on that swing to the left, or you can block him. It depends on if they're blitzing you or not. If they're not blitzing you, go ahead and take them, put them on an out route, because this little check down is going to be extremely important if you need it. So anyways, let me go ahead so I can show you. Hopefully I get good time in the pocket. So as you can tell, we have literally all day to throw the ball, and it doesn't matter what safety overall that is, who he is. It really doesn't matter because of how glitchy this route is. So just kind of the whys behind this. So this comeback route is going to hold this third right here. Comebacks are really great at holding it. Now, take a look at this side. So this little streak route right here is going to run in the direction of this free safety, which is why the free safety can't fully commit to this. Now, the nice thing is that if for some reason they're using a free safety, which some people will do in cover 3, you have a 1-play touchdown because you could just throw this route right here. You could throw them open right up under here. They'll normally give it to you right up in here. And also, when he runs his route, he actually settles up right here. If you have time in the pocket, he'll just settle. But basically, this works. As you can tell, the free safety is just not going to be able to play it correctly, and we're glitching out the cornerback over here. Now, down low is why I love this play, because what we do is we have a double-sided read with our user. So if the user is aggressive right here, I like to just throw this little in route, and normally they'll pass up this guy right here, and then they'll come and user this, and then we'll hit them over the top for the bomb. And lastly, this comeback route, you can throw this. It depends on what zone coverage they're playing, but versus cover 3, don't really ever throw this because we're going to have the dot open for a touchdown. And if they put this guy in a deep half, he'll be somewhere back here drifting. So a lot of times you can have him out the break, or you can throw it down low depending on what they're doing with that purple, or if they're putting them in a hard flat. So I'll run it one more time, and this is just to show you that it definitely does work. Now I'll even make it like a true cover 3 style that you're used to seeing, where the safety's probably midpoint in the middle. You have some guy rolled down. So your true, we'll back off the corners too as well. just to show you a true cover 3 style look that you're used to seeing, just so you can see that it doesn't matter how, like, what cover 3 they're in. As you can tell, they give him like a speed burst, and that speed burst is going to let us be able to run straight by him for a 1-play touchdown. So really love that play against cover 3. Okay, so moving forward, we'll talk about cover 2. Now, for the rest of this, I'm going to kind of spy just so I don't have to run this play 1,000 times. But cover 2, there is a better way to beat it. But I want to show you what it looks like using the same exact setup. And also, you'll see gameplay here in a second as well, where I go over all this. But if you just kind of notice, we'll have that little gap right there. Now, there is a better way to set it up. But the reason I give it to you like this is because I want you guys to be able to know you can bomb certain coverages no matter what. So that way you don't really have to even think about it. So again, you want to throw this ball early so you can split them. But the bad thing about this is versus cover 2, he actually runs a post route himself. So you really just have 2 people in the same area, which is terrible spacing. But it works simply only because of this in route that's going to hold the user. But normally the user will actually run with this. And normally you're going to just be able to dump this down because there will just be nobody here, if that makes sense. So really love that setup versus cover 2. All right, so keeping it moving. I want to show you cover 4 drop real quick. Here, I'll let you see it again. So here's cover 4 drop, and we actually can bomb cover 4 drop. You're going to see it in the gameplay as well. But the thing is, it doesn't look like how it's supposed to. So it looks like you might not be able to. You just have to, it's all about the timing. Is right there. I threw it with bad timing, but you got to throw him open, which I'm about to go and replay real quick and explain to you. So I just threw it bad here, but basically you want to throw this ball once he crosses his face. So notice how I didn't let him cross his face before I threw it. Here, you'll see it. So you see how I started throwing it and he didn't even cross him yet. That's why he was able to break. So if you don't throw it correctly at the correct time, you will throw a pick, to be honest with you. So you want to make sure that you release this ball when that receiver crosses the face of that DB, which I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. So I'm going to spy these 2. Now, you don't need a lot of time in the pocket. And again, I have specific gameplay I'm about to show you where we bomb cover 4 drop. But I just kind of want to show you what I'm talking about. So, of course, they aren't going to give it to me in practice. But anyways, you can bomb it. You just need to throw it at the correct time. You'll see in the gameplay about cover 4 drop. All right, so moving forward, I want to talk to you about man coverage. So with man coverage, it's going to be basically the same thing, except for they actually play it pretty well. I don't call this play. I look for this play versus cover 3, cover 4 drop, and some match coverage. But man coverage, they play it okay, basically. So as you can tell, like, you can kind of maybe have it, but only if they don't have the deep safeties. And also, I'm going to show you a man beater here in a second that's going to torch man coverage. So don't worry about man too much. I just wanted to show you that if they don't have a safety in the middle, even if they play like a deep half, if there is no safety, you can have this for a 1-play touchdown with this route. This route is capable of beating man. Now, obviously, that's a linebacker, but normal personnel, we have 4 receivers on the field, so somewhere we're going to have a good matchup, if that makes sense, whether it's a linebacker at safety, whether it's a safety at linebacker, or whether it's a true linebacker. Because we have 4 receivers on the field plus a running back, there's going to be a matchup with a linebacker on a receiver. Just, it's just how football works. But anyways, it's not going to always get this wide open, but you get the idea that if there's no safety here, you'll be able to throw that over the top. And also, in routes are pretty good, but also this comeback route can be good too. It depends on who's guarding them. But anyways, those are pretty much what I love. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit more about man coverage real quick, just so you guys can see that, if somebody's running man, it's really not going to be a problem with this offense, because all you want to do is go to this stick wheel play, and this play is extremely good. So all you need to do, all I like to do, if they're playing with a 2 high man safety, so if they have 2 safeties over the top, I like to take X, put them on a streak, and then I like to take circle. I normally will either leave his route where it is, or I'll put him on an in route, or I'll put him on a slant or a drag, basically. So anything that I think could beat man. And your read progression is going to be, you want to read R1 first, and if you get to good animation, throw it. And if not, you want to read between your drag and your slant. Or if you want to put square on, maybe a zig route or maybe an in route. Now, if you're going to put him on a zig, my recommendation, go ahead and move him in some. And then, you can get more spacing. But be careful, because it does affect him with running his route. So again, just kind of showing you some different things. But let me go ahead and show you why I like this R1 route. So if you just take a look, that R1 route is not going to toast it like that every single time, obviously, but wheel routes are extremely great against man coverage this year. Extremely great. So please make sure you're taking advantage of it. So notice right here that he's just going to get pretty much just toasted. And it's like this with a lot of wheel routes this year, where they just let them toast them. So that's why I like to have a speedy receiver there, and this streak is going to hold that deep safety to where we can have a nice dot. Because if you don't put this deep safety, and he's actually really good, if you don't put this streak route against the safety that's pretty good, a lot of times they're going to allow him to drift this way and then eventually make a play on it. So just be careful about that. And again, that's my favorite thing to do versus man coverage. Now, one more thing I want to show you versus man. Now, this works versus man or zone. I just don't want to make this video too long, so I'm about to just get into gameplay after this. So I want to show you this 4 verticals. All you want to do, let's go back to it, L1. Okay, there, it's going to glitch out. But I want you guys to see me smart route it. So I'm going to throw that ball away, then we'll come back and we'll run it again. Then we'll go straight into gameplay. So 4 verticals. You want to take X and smart route his route just like this. You want to take circle, put him on a slant, and then take triangle, put him on a swing. Well, you know, a swing route to the end. Lord, I can't talk. Take triangle, put him on a swing to the left. Or out to the left, my bad. Go ahead and motion over this guy. So with this setup, you want to look between X and circle at all times, and then triangle as like a late read. X is going to do a great job of just getting in a good position with the way this route is ran. And I forgot to switch to man coverage, I think, but still, you get the concept of how good this play is. So again, this is 4 verticals, and you want to make sure you smart route X's route. As you can tell, I believe this is cover 3. Yeah, this is cover 3. Versus cover 3, we're just gonna have an easy dot between these 2 receivers. We're just gonna make a read. And lastly, we always have the option of hitting this guy out the backfield if they're zone dropping this guy, which a lot of times they will, to cover this route in particular. So it's just a really good play altogether. Now, last thing I want to show you is this RPO. This RPO is very good versus zone coverage, but it also works versus man. So I'll show you both. Let me go ahead and press, because most of the time you will see press. And I'll throw that bubble route just so you can kind of see it. A lot of times they block pretty good on it. And also the handoff, you know, you get nice animations. It's just a good RPO in general. It's just versus man coverage, it's not the best, sadly, but it's still runnable. If they're going to run man, just literally keep it with the running back, is I found to be most effective. Excuse me. I found to be most effective. Just keeping it with the running back. It would be cool if they let you keep it with the quarterback, but sadly, they don't give us that option. So you can still throw this. You just have to make sure that you're careful. Sometimes you can get baited by the user. And I'll show you real quick versus man. So it's, like I said, it's not the best, but you know, it still can get the job done per se. You just have to. It's good when they try to user it themselves, basically. So anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with this particular scheme. It's very simple, very short. So I want to show you this gameplay, and then we'll be able to, you know, that'll be all. Alright, so the gameplay is extremely short, just a minute of it, basically. So right here is the setup I was telling you about. That's really good. You're always pretty much going to have that underneath unless they play like a, you know, hard flat or something. But even still, if they play a hard flat, you'll have the comeback route. And this right here is what I was telling you guys about. So my opponent right here, I believe this is the cover 4 drop play. Yep, so look at the safeties he's in cover 4 drop. Well, actually, not that time. I don't know what he did, but that's the good thing about this play is that it can bust match coverage, but also if they're doing funny adjustments, then this play is a really good play just to go to, because we expose every area to field with this play. But right here is the cover 4 drop one. Look at that safety. What I was trying to explain to you that I wasn't getting the animations for in practice mode is that you can throw that guy open, you know, so just don't be scared to throw it. And that's why I tell you guys all the time, just because you see me not complete something in practice mode doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just, you know, sometimes I just be, you know, sometimes I'll be messing up. But anyways, I just wanted to show you the last play of the game, though. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video, though. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Drill, and I'm out.